Emily slammed the garden hoe into the stubborn soil, sweat dripping down her forehead as the midday sun beat relentlessly on her suburban backyard in suburban Chicago. At 28, she was the picture of domestic perfection. Married to Mark, a steady accountant, living in a neat two-story home with white picket fences that screamed American dream. But today, as she wiped her brow and glanced up, her world tilted. Jordan, the new landscaper she'd hired to redesign the yard, stood there watching her with an unreadable expression, then casually peeled off her tank top, revealing a sports bra and toned muscles glistening under the light, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. That simple act hit Emily like a freight train. She froze, her pulse racing not from the heat, but from something deeper, an unfamiliar pull that made her cheeks flush hotter than the sun. Jordan, 29, with her easy confidence and openly lesbian vibe from their initial consultation, smirked and said, "Hot out here, huh? Mind if I cool off?" Emily stammered a yes, but inside alarms blared. This wasn't just admiration. It was attraction, raw and undeniable, threatening the carefully constructed life she built to please her conservative parents. As Jordan got to work trimming the hedges, Emily couldn't tear her eyes away. The way Jordan moved with purpose, her laughter echoing as she shared stories about past jobs, chipped away at Emily's defenses. Over the next hour they really talked. Jordan spoke of growing up in a liberal family in Seattle, coming out at 18, and the freedom that came with living authentically. Emily, in contrast, shared snippets of her own life. The pressure from her evangelical parents in rural Illinois, the rushed marriage to Mark at 24 to fit the mold, the nagging emptiness she attributed to just needing a hobby. By the time Jordan packed up her tools, Emily felt exposed, like Jordan had seen through her sweaty facade to the turmoil beneath. That evening, as Mark droned on about his workday over dinner, Emily's mind wandered back to Jordan's bold move. It wasn't sexual. It was liberating, a statement of comfort in one's skin that Emily envied. She excused herself early, claiming a headache, and retreated to the bathroom mirror, staring at her reflection. "What the hell was that?" she whispered. But deep down she knew, it was the first crack in her heteronormative armor, a spark that could ignite everything she held dear. The next morning Emily's phone buzzed with a text from Jordan. "Forgot to mention, those roses need pruning. Swing by tomorrow." Emily hesitated, her thumb hovering over delete. Her mother had called just last night, reminding her about the church picnic and how proud they were of her stable life. Saying yes felt like betrayal but no felt like cowardice. She typed back, "Sure," and hit send, her heart pounding with a mix of dread and excitement. When Jordan arrived, the air was thick with unspoken tension. They worked side by side, Emily handing tools while Jordan explained plant care. Conversation flowed effortlessly, veering into personal territory. Jordan shared a story about her ex-girlfriend, how the relationship ended because of incompatible life goals, but how it taught her to prioritize honesty. Emily listened, her own marriage flashing before her eyes. Mark's predictable routines, the lack of passion, the way she faked enthusiasm for their future kids. "Sounds freeing," Emily murmured, and Jordan paused, her eyes locking on Emily's. "It is. But it costs something. Always does." By midday they took a break under the shade of an oak tree. Jordan offered Emily a water bottle, their fingers brushing, sending a jolt through Emily. She pulled back quickly but Jordan noticed. "You okay?" Emily forced a laugh. "Yeah, just not used to this heat." But it wasn't the heat. It was the proximity, the way Jordan's presence made her question everything. As Jordan left that day, she turned at the gate. "See you soon, Emily. Don't work too hard." The words lingered, a subtle invitation that Emily couldn't ignore. That night, Mark noticed her distraction. "What's up with you? You've been zoning out." Emily snapped back. "Nothing, just tired from the yard." But guilt gnawed at her. Was this emotional infidelity? She lay awake, replaying every moment, the internal conflict raging. Her parents' voices echoed. "Marriage is sacred, Emily. Don't throw it away on whims." Yet, Jordan represented something authentic, a life without pretense. The choice loomed, but for now she pushed it down, pretending tomorrow would be normal. The following week, the yard project intensified. Jordan brought sketches, and they pored over them on the patio table. Emily's laughter came easier, her touches accidental but charged. One afternoon, as rain threatened, they rushed to cover the new plants. Slipping in the mud, Emily fell into Jordan's arms, their faces inches apart. Time stopped. Emily's breath caught, and for a split second she leaned in, but pulled away, heart racing. "Sorry," she muttered, but Jordan's smile was knowing. No apologies needed. This incident haunted Emily. She confided in her best friend, Sarah, over coffee. "It's nothing, right? Just a crush." Sarah, ever the voice of reason, raised an eyebrow. "Emily, you're married. Be careful." But Sarah's words only fueled the fire. Emily's inner turmoil peaked. Was she gay? Bi? Or just unhappy? The societal pressure, her church community, her family's expectations, clashed with this budding desire. She decided to distance herself, canceling the next session with a lame excuse. But Jordan's response text, "Missed you today. Everything all right?" reopened the wound. Emily's resolve crumbled. She invited Jordan over for final touches, knowing it was more. As they finished, Jordan confronted her gently. "You've been off. Talk to me." Tears welled in Emily's eyes. "I can't. It's complicated." Jordan nodded, understanding. Life always is. But hiding doesn't help. That conversation marked the turning point. Emily admitting to herself the attraction was real, setting the stage for inevitable conflict. The days blurred into a haze of stolen moments. Emily found excuses to extend the landscaping project, adding a fountain here, a bench there. Each visit from Jordan deepened the connection, their talks evolving from surface level to soul-bearing. Jordan shared her struggles, the discrimination she faced in conservative neighborhoods, the family members who cut ties after she came out. "It hurts, but I'd rather be alone and true than surrounded and fake," she said one afternoon as they planted bulbs. Emily envied that conviction, her own life a web of obligations. Mark began to suspect something. "You're spending a lot on this yard," he remarked one evening, eyeing the bills. Emily deflected. "It's an investment." But inside, guilt twisted like a knife. She loved Mark, or thought she did, but it was companionate, not passionate. Jordan ignited feelings she'd suppressed since college, when a fleeting crush on a roommate was dismissed as a phase. Now, at 28, that phase felt like her truth, buried under layers of societal expectation. The first major confrontation came at a family dinner. Emily's parents, devout Christians from the heartland, visited for Sunday roast. As they praised her perfect marriage, Emily's phone buzzed. A photo from Jordan of the blooming garden with the caption, "Our masterpiece." Her mother glanced over. "Who's that?" "The gardener girl." Emily's heart sank. "Just the landscaper." But her father's frown deepened. "Be careful with those types. You know what the Bible says." The word stung, reinforcing the divide. Her family's homophobia versus her growing affection. That night, Emily argued with Mark for the first time in years. "Why are you so distant?" he demanded. She snapped. "Maybe because I'm suffocating." The words hung heavy, a partial truth. Mark stormed out, leaving Emily alone with her thoughts. She texted Jordan. "Need to talk." They met at a neutral park away from prying eyes. Under the twilight sky, Emily confessed her confusion. "I think I'm falling for you, but I'm married." "It's wrong." Jordan listened, her expression pained. "It's not wrong to feel. But actions have consequences." Their first kiss happened there, impulsive and electric. Emily pulled back, terrified. "I can't do this." But she could, and she did, starting a secret affair of meetings in coffee shops, walks and hidden trails. Each encounter amplified the drama. The thrill of deception versus the agony of lies. Jordan pushed for honesty. "Tell him, Emily. Or end this." But Emily wavered, torn between love and duty. Society's judgment reared its head at a neighborhood barbecue. Whispers circulated about that lesbian landscaper, spending too much time at Emily's. One nosy neighbor cornered her. "Everything okay with Mark? You seem different." Emily forced a smile, but inside shame burned. Her internal conflict intensified. Was she betraying her vows for selfish desire? Or reclaiming her identity? The moral quandary consumed her. Nights spent journaling pros and cons, weighing the damage to Mark, her family, herself. A betrayal struck when Sarah, her confidant, let slip to Mark during a casual chat. "I think Emily's unhappy," Sarah said innocently, but Mark pieced it together. He confronted Emily that evening, phone records in hand. "Who's Jordan really?" Tears streamed as Emily admitted the emotional affair, omitting the physical for now. Mark's face crumpled. "How could you? After everything?" He left for his brothers, leaving Emily in ruins. The price of her choices hit hard. A fractured marriage, isolation from friends. Jordan offered solace, but even she questioned. "Are you sure about this? It's destroying you." Emily nodded, but doubt lingered. The next day, her parents called, having heard rumors through the grapevine. "This is a sin, Emily. Come home, we'll pray it away." Their words ignited rage. How dare they dictate her heart? Yet, the Mouthwan Dowduk loomed. Was pursuing Jordan righteous self-discovery or destructive selfishness? Emily's awakening began in therapy, secretly booked. The counselor probed. "What do you want?" For the first time, Emily voiced it. To be free. But freedom came at a cost. She filed for separation, the papers trembling in her hands. Mark's response was heartbreak. "I thought we were forever." The legal battles started, dividing assets, friends taking sides. Jordan supported her, but their relationship strained under the pressure. Jordan's patience wearing thin as Emily grieved her old life. One explosive night, Emily's father showed up unannounced. "You're throwing away God's plan for some perversion," he shouted. Emily stood her ground. "This is my plan, Dad. Love isn't sin." He left in anger, cutting ties, the familial rift a deep wound. Society's backlash followed. Lost church friends, judgmental stares at the grocery store. Emily's transformation was painful, each step a battle against ingrained beliefs. Yet, glimpses of peace emerged in Jordan's arms, a promise of authenticity amid the chaos. The separation dragged on, a grueling process of lawyers and mediations. Emily moved into a small apartment downtown, leaving the suburban house that now felt like a cage. At 28, starting over was daunting. Financial strain from splitting assets, emotional toll from Mark's accusatory emails. "You ruined us," one read, piercing her resolve. Jordan became her anchor, their dates evolving from secretive to tentative public outings, but each held undercurrents of tension. A major Mouthwan arose when Jordan's ex, Alex, reappeared. Alex, a fiery artist, texted Jordan about old times, igniting Emily's jealousy. "Is this what you want? Drama?" Emily accused during a heated argument. Jordan sighed. "No, but you're still half in, Emily. Commit or don't." The words forced reflection. Emily's lingering guilt over Mark made her hesitant, creating distance. Jordan, hurt, pulled back, leaving Emily to face her demons alone. Family pressure escalated. Her mother sent letters, quoting scripture, pleading for reconciliation. "Think of the children you'll never have in sin." Emily crumpled them, but the words festered, amplifying her inner turmoil. Was she morally bankrupt for choosing love over tradition? Society's lens judged harshly. Online forums she lurked on debated cheating wives and homewreckers, mirroring her self-doubt. At work, as a marketing coordinator, whispers spread. A colleague outed her subtly in a meeting. Emily's going through changes. The isolation stung, but it sparked defiance. She joined a local LGBTQ support group, meeting women with similar stories, coming out late, familial rejection. One woman shared, "The pain fades, authenticity endures." Inspired, Emily confronted her fears, planning to come out to remaining friends. The climax built at a surprise intervention orchestrated by her parents and Mark. They ambushed her at the apartment, Bibles in hand. "This is an illness," her father declared. Mark added, "We can fix this." Rage boiled over. "No, this is me," Emily yelled, kicking them out. The aftermath was cathartic yet devastating. Full estrangement from family, Mark signing the papers in bitterness. The cost. Cherished relationships shattered, but a weight lifted. Jordan and Emily reconciled over a quiet dinner. "I'm all in," Emily vowed. But trust issues lingered. Jordan's patience tested by Emily's mood swings. A societal confrontation hit when they attended a pride event. Protesters shouted slurs, one recognizing Emily from church. Traitor! The verbal assault triggered panic, Emily fleeing in tears. Jordan chased, comforting her. We faced this together. It solidified their bond, but highlighted the ongoing battle against prejudice. Emily's awakening deepened through self-reflection. Journal entries evolved from confusion to clarity. I deserve happiness, even if it hurts others. But ethical debates raged internally. Was her happiness worth Mark's pain? Her family's heartbreak? Therapy helped navigate, emphasizing personal growth over societal norms. A twist came when Sarah, once distant, reached out. I was wrong to judge. I miss my friend. Their reunion mended one bridge, but others remained broken. Emily's career suffered a setback. A promotion denied amid rumors, but she channeled it into advocacy, volunteering at the support group. Jordan admired this evolution, their relationship strengthening amid adversity. Yet, doubt crept in during quiet moments. Late nights, Emily wondered if she'd chosen correctly. The drama intensified when Jordan received a job offer in New York, forcing a decision. Move together or part ways. I can't stay if you're not sure, Jordan said. Emily's heart raced. This was the ultimate test of commitment. She chose to go, packing boxes with mixed emotions. Saying goodbye to Chicago meant severing ties to her past, a painful but necessary sacrifice. As they drove east, Emily glanced back, tears falling. The road ahead promised freedom, but the scars of betrayal and loss lingered. Society's shadows followed, but so did hope. In New York, they built a new life, Emily exploring her identity openly. But the internal conflicts never fully resolved, a reminder of the prices paid for truth. Settling in New York brought fresh challenges. The city's pulse matched their energy, but anonymity didn't erase the past. Emily, now 29, dove into a new job at a progressive ad firm, where her orientation was celebrated rather than whispered about. Jordan thrived in her landscaping business, designing urban gardens. Their apartment overlooking Central Park became a sanctuary, filled with laughter and intimacy, but undercurrents of unresolved tension simmered. A family ghost resurfaced when Emily's sister, Lisa, called unexpectedly. Mom's sick, she said. Cancer. The news hit like a bomb, pulling Emily back into the familial web. Guilt surged. Had her choices contributed to the stress? She debated visiting, Jordan urging caution. They hurt you. Protect yourself. But duty won. Emily flew to Illinois, facing the lion's den. At the hospital, her parents' cold reception stung. You're here out of obligation, her father muttered. Emily bit back tears, focusing on Lisa's support. During a bedside chat, her mother whispered, I don't understand, but I love you. It was a crack in the armor, but not forgiveness. The visit unearthed old wounds, arguments about lifestyle choices, her father's refusal to acknowledge Jordan. Emily left conflicted, the mouth-wandao duk amplified. Was reconciliation worth compromising her truth? Back in New York, the strain showed. Jordan felt sidelined. You're still seeking their approval. An argument erupted, Jordan storming out. Emily panicked, realizing her indecision threatened everything. She chased Jordan to a nearby bar, pleading, I'm trying. It's hard unlearning a lifetime. Jordan softened. I know, but we can't survive half-truths. The reconciliation deepened their commitment, but highlighted the ongoing costs. Societal pressures evolved in the big city. At a work event, Emily introduced Jordan as her partner, earning mixed reactions, support from some, subtle disdain from others. A client's offhand comment. Diverse hires are trendy. It fueled imposter syndrome, Emily questioning if her success was tokenism or merit. Internally, she battled. Was she defined by her sexuality or more? A betrayal from within struck when Jordan confessed a momentary lapse. A flirtation with a colleague during their fight. It meant nothing, she insisted. Emily's world shattered, echoing her own past infidelity. How could you? The hypocrisy burned, forcing self-examination. They separated briefly, Emily crashing with a friend from the support group. Alone, she confronted the cycle. Damage begets damage. Forgiveness came slowly, therapy guiding them back together. We both paid prices, Jordan admitted. Emily's food for thought came during a panel on LGBTQ rights. Speaking publicly for the first time, she shared her story. The yard encounter, the fallout, the rebirth. Applause followed, but so did trolls online. Selfish homewrecker. The backlash tested resilience but empowered her. She wrote an article for a blog, detailing the psychological toll of suppression, sparking debates. Family ties mended marginally when her mother recovered and reached out. Come visit with her. The invitation was tentative, but Emily accepted, Jordan by her side. The dinner was awkward, stilted talk avoided topics but a step. Her father's silence spoke volumes, yet her mother's hug lingered. The visit underscored progress's fragility, the ethical tightrope of balancing love and legacy. As their anniversary approached, Emily planned a surprise vow renewal of sorts. In a quiet park they exchanged promises. Through costs and conflicts, I choose you. It was a milestone, but reality intruded when Mark emailed congratulations laced with sarcasm. Glad you're happy now. The reminder of pain inflicted haunted her, a perpetual shadow. The drama peaked with a professional crisis. Jordan's business faced a lawsuit from a discriminatory client refusing payment. Because of who you are. They fought it, winning, but the stress exhausted them. Emily's support was unwavering, solidifying their partnership. Yet, in quiet reflection, she pondered the cumulative toll. Lost family, fractured friendships, self-doubt. Was the awakening worth it? The answer evolved daily, a testament to life's complexities. Years blended in New York, Emily and Jordan's life stabilizing into a rhythm of shared dreams and quiet battles. At 30, Emily advanced in her career, leading campaigns for inclusivity. Jordan's firm grew, specializing in eco-friendly designs. Their circle expanded, friends who understood, a chosen family replacing the biological one. But scars remained, surfacing in unexpected ways. A pivotal moment came at a reunion with old Chicago friends. Sarah hosted, Mark notably absent. Whispers hushed as Emily entered with Jordan. You've changed, one said admiringly. But another, loyal to Mark, confronted. You broke him. Emily defended calmly. I broke myself staying. The exchange highlighted the lingering judgments, the societal divide between traditional and alternative paths. Internally she weighed. Had her decisions been right or reckless? Family dynamics shifted when her father suffered a heart attack. Rushing back, Emily found him softened. I was wrong, he admitted weakly. Love is love. Tears flowed, a belated acceptance. Her mother's embrace included Jordan via video call. The reconciliation healed old wounds, but couldn't erase years of pain. The price paid, time lost, but gained wisdom. Yet new conflicts arose. Jordan wanted kids, Emily hesitated. Fears of passing on trauma, societal scrutiny on queer parents. Debates ensued. Are we ready for that fight? The moral quandary. Bring life into a judgmental world, or deny themselves joy. They opted for adoption, navigating biases in the system. A social worker's probing question stung. Stable environment? Emily's resolve hardened, turning doubt into determination. A societal backlash hit when Emily's article went viral, drawing hate mail. Abomination. Jordan shielded her, but the toll mounted. Anxiety attacks, therapy intensifying. Is this the life we want? Jordan asked one night. Emily's answer. Yes, because it's ours. The affirmation strengthened them, but underscored the endless struggle against prejudice. Betrayal's echo returned when Alex resurfaced, offering Jordan a partnership. Temptation flickered, but Jordan declined. I've paid enough for mistakes. Their trust rebuilt, deeper for the fractures. Emily's food for thought. Forgiveness isn't erasure, it's growth. The story's crescendo built during a protest for LGBTQ rights. Amid chants, a counter-protester shoved Emily. Jordan intervened, the scuffle minor but symbolic, the physical manifestation of internal wars. Bruised but unbowed, they marched on, embodying resilience. In quieter times, Emily reflected on the journey. The sweaty yard spark, the bold shirt removal that unraveled her world. Choices led to losses, marriage, family ties, innocence, but gains. Authenticity, love, purpose. The drama's logic held. Every action ripple demanding accountability. As they sat on their balcony, watching the city lights, Jordan squeezed Emily's hand. Worth it. Emily smiled. Every scar. The narrative closed on evolution, characters forever changed by tensions, awakenings, and the human cost of truth. Was Emily's pursuit of personal happiness a courageous act of self-liberation, or a morally questionable decision that inflicted unnecessary pain on those around her?